So I just watched a YouTube video from Natural Hypertrophy. Also, sorry guys, I'm sick. And I saw him making a video of if an AI can make a good bodybuilding program. Now, he only specified bodybuilding in his video, and I just watched the video and I thought it was really interesting because everybody's saying this new, and by the AI I mean ChatGPT, the new AI, that's really intelligent and all of this. And he tested it out, and the program wasn't really, that good. Like it was better than I don't know, 70% of or 90% of mainstream fitness media, calisthenics type channels. So I found it interesting, and it motivated me to make this video, which is it's pretty similar to his. Also, by the way, you should watch his. Natural Hypertrophy is the goat. He just knows how to talk, and he'll teach you a lot. Links in the description if you want to watch his video. So I wanted to make, as you can see by the title, is can an AI make a calisthenics program for building muscle? Because I wanted to test this out because the exercise selection isn't quite the same, right? So I was really interested if it was gonna add some kind of biceps and triceps isolations, because I added calisthenics in. So I wanted to see if it knows any calisthenics isolations, or maybe it was just gonna, jump and not even just give me normal curls and all of that. So let's see what we got, shall we? So for Monday, first we have a 5 to 10 minute cardio warm-up. This is already really bad, guys. So nothing wrong against warming up. It's just if you warm up with cardio, it isn't really the best for upper body. And the reason is because it just isn't that good. Like it warms up a little bit of your upper body and more of your lower body if you're like running, lunges, all of that which is said. But I would generally recommend just warming up with your exercise. So let's say you can do 5 pull-ups. You start, you hang a bit, you do protractions a bit, you go off the bar, shake it up a bit, do another few, and maybe do like a few negatives of 1 rep. So you jump up, do a negative, jump another one, do 2 of those, 3 of those, and then after 30 seconds you can already get to repping out your pull-ups. You don't have to waste 5 to 10 minutes just running around or doing jumping jacks. Like why are we doing jumping jacks? You're not gonna use your legs. This is an upper body day, right? So yeah, don't like do jogging or any of that stuff for upper body day for 5 to 10 minutes. It's just a waste of time, right? Nothing bad with it. It's just a waste of time, and it's not even gonna warm up your upper body. Anyway, so the first actual exercise we have from the calisthenics bodybuilding program, the mass gainer, is pull-ups. So here it gave us 3 sets of 8 to 12, which in general is pretty good if you're strong enough to do that many reps, right? I don't see anything particularly bad with this. Like I usually stick from between 5 to 10. That's just my preference. But hey, if you can do 8 to 12, I mean, I guess if we're counting this as an intermediate program, then it's good. It's good. 3 times 8 to 12, it's fine. And this actually it did pretty good. So first it had a pull movement, then it had a push movement. So then the next thing was push-ups. Same thing, 3 times 8 to 12. See, this is a bit weird, right? If you can do 8 to 12 pull-ups, you can do more than 8 to 12 push-ups. You can certainly do more. Or if not, the ratio isn't quite there, right? I think you should do it, like if you can do 10 pull-ups, you should be at least able to do like 20 to 30 push-ups, right? So Yeah, I think it just grabs things off of Google, right? Like clearly, don't trust this program. But if you look at it as a whole, it's pretty bad because it doesn't make sense that a person would be that strong at pull-ups, that weak at push-ups. But on its own, I mean, yeah, sure, if you're that weak at push-ups, right? But this is where it gets really bad, right? So now we have the third exercise is dips. So the problem with this is dips are generally harder than push-ups. So we're comparing body weight to body weight. It doesn't say weighted, it doesn't say anything like that. Dips are one-to-one always harder than always harder than pull-ups, push-ups, right? So if anything, the dips should be second if you're gonna put dips in anyway. It has 3 times 8 to 12 dips. See, if you can do 3 times 8 to 12 dips, you're not doing, you shouldn't even be doing 8 to 12 push-ups. It's just too easy for you. Like, you're doing your whole body weight on the dip, and you're telling me you can do push-ups, and it doesn't specify it as a warm-up or anything. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to knock off points for this one. And then after dips, it's pull-ups again. What's pull-ups again? Okay. So to explain why this is bad, it's because if you could do another 3 sets of pull-ups, you clearly weren't exerting yourself on the first set. And if you just wanted more pull volume, I don't suggest doing the same exercise 2 times. So what I would change is instead of pull-ups, it would go, maybe you would do chin-ups, or maybe neutral pull-ups, wide pull-ups, anything that doesn't, anything, just not doing the same thing twice, right? Because this is destined to give you more overuse injuries. Except if you're a beginner, but this is an intermediate program. This is what I'm looking at now. And then plank, 3 sets of 30 to 60 minutes. I mean, oh, my bad guys, wrote that down wrong. Seconds. So I think it's putting in the plank because it thinks that it's for abs, which it is. It is for abs. But it's not the best one, right? So if you want to actually do a good exercise for abs, either doing weighted sit-ups, or my favorite is the you grab the thing and you do the rollers. I don't even know the name of the exercise, guys, but I think you know what you mean. That exercise is goated. You go on your knees, pause, and you do reps with that. So that was Monday. So I think I'm gonna tell you guys how to actually fix up this program. So what would you want to do is, first of all, we already told what to do on the warm-up. And then you do pull-ups, then you do dips. Then after dips, if you want another pull variation, you would do some kind of Australian pull-ups, or maybe wide pull-ups, neutral pull-ups, anything that isn't the exact same movement pattern. And then after that, you would do push-ups. So you're blending it. So you're doing push, pull, push, or pull, push, pull, push. So the other muscles can rest. Each time you come back to the exercise, you don't waste any time. You're almost max performance, and you don't waste any time, right? It's much better than you do push-ups and you're a bit tired, and then you do dips after, or vice versa, right? Dips and then push-ups. You'd have to rest a bit more because it's the same muscles. All right. So for Tuesday, we've got a leg day here. So calisthenics in general is pretty bad for a leg day, right? So this is it made a hybrid program, which I'm not really against, right? I do this too. So I think this is good that it's thinking like this, or I think it's just gathering information, because not many calisthenics athletes even do legs, right? I think it just found something for legs, just pulled it off. So here we have the same warm-up again, light warm-up, and here it's actually not that bad. If it's like light, 5 to 10 minutes, you warm up your knees, you warm up your hips, blood flow goes to the legs. So in general, this is actually pretty good for a warm-up on a lower body day. So I do recommend this, maybe on like a bike or something, something easy. And then after that, it's got squats, 3 times 8 to 12. See here on the squats, 8 to 12, man, it's not that high of a rep range, but me personally, I wouldn't do that many. It's because it's pretty taxing on the cardiovascular system. I think many people could do 8 to 12. I would rather do 5 to 10, 6 to 10, somewhere in that range, right? But otherwise, okay, good start off, good exercise, right? Obviously. Then after that, we've got lunges. Again, the same muscle twice in a row, or the same muscles in general, right? So this is pretty bad because you're just blending. You're not blending. You're just stacking one muscle again and again, just torturing it. Can't recover. Can't really get your performance up. And then the third exercise, leg press. This is the third exercise that's doing the same muscles. This is horrible. And after that, we got calf raises. Okay, 3 times 12 to 15. Yeah, sure, that's good. And again, plank. Again, if you want to do abs, you can do the plank, but after a while, you'd have to either hold for like 10 hours or you'd have to add weight on, and it's not even that good. You need a stretch and you need a squeeze on every muscle. That even the abs, right? So just holding yourself in one place, like you don't get a curl and just hold it here, or do a pull up and just hold it here. That's not what makes gains. The full range of motion, the stretch and the squeeze, that's what makes you gains, right? So in general, the leg day is pretty bad, and there's nothing for hamstrings. There's literally nothing for hamstrings. So what I would do to change it, so maybe you want to get quads, right? And hamstring isn't that much of a how's it called? Isn't much of a thing. You're not really concerned about that. I would do squats. After squats, I do Romanian deadlifts or good mornings. I think I'd keep a little bit of reps in reserve, right? Because after the squats, you'd be pretty tired. So it's not the best. Then after that, you could do either a leg press or a lunge. I think, me personally, I'd probably go for the leg press since it's a bit easier. You don't have to balance yourself. You already did 2 compounds, right? So I think leg press would be pretty good. Or maybe just leg extensions because they're a bit easier in the end, because you've already got your plenty of volume from your squats, right? But hey, leg press is good too. And after that, I would do a hamstring curl. Calf raises, we keep that in. We change the ab exercise, and that's actually a pretty good leg day. So far, the AI, even for calisthenics, doesn't know what the fuck it's talking about. Day 4, it just repeats day 1 for the upper body. Actually, there's a rest day. Day 3 is rest day. Day 4, it does what was on Monday for the pull-ups and push-ups. And day 5, it just repeats the leg day. And then Saturday, Sunday, you rest. In general, I'd give this program, like a 5 out of 10. Like that's generous, and only because everyone else has much worse programs out there, right? Like, yeah. So this was fun to look at. I think hopefully some of you guys enjoyed, whoever saw this video. Yeah, let's wait for ChatGPT 4 and let's hope it gets a little bit smarter, gets a little bit more info, thinks a bit more like a human, and maybe it'll help us out.